Welcome, podcast fans. It's time for the What's Up Bro podcast show presented by J&J Production Studios, the home for all your entertainment needs. All kinds of great topics discussed every week, a variety of different themes offered, special guest appearances, prize giveaways, and so much more. Stay tuned. And now, here are your hosts, Sam Crow and Big Hoss.
Well, hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome. Happy Friday night to you all, which means it's time for the weekend again, and it feels like it's been forever since we talked with you guys, even though I know we were live last weekend. However, we had a special edition weekend where we did not go live Friday night. We had an extra 2-hour episode on Saturday with our good friend and brother and producer, Mr. J. Hope you guys had a chance to check that out. It was a lot of fun. Cannot wait to have him back here with us for some more fun. It's been a minute. It's been a week. It's been great. It's been fun. I mean, you know, what more can you say there? Let's get our fire going here. I want to start that right off the bat. There we go. Hope you all are doing well, and hope you're looking forward to Halloween coming up. We are just days away at this point, believe it or not. The month has really flown by, and you know, we've been saying it the last few weeks on the show, you know, the end of the year is coming, and it's even funny. I just saw a post about it that daylight savings is coming November 5th already, and our days are going to get shorter for sure. We do gain an hour of sleep at night, which is great, but our days will get shorter. It's going to get darker earlier. It's going to be a whole thing. It's time, and you wouldn't think so. Last couple of days here, it's been ridiculously warm. And it's still kind of feeling like summer is just still kind of touching us here and coming back and forth. It hasn't gone completely away. Even though the leaves are here, they're falling, they're all different colors, and we've had cold overnight. It's probably going to be cooler overnight tonight, but still, it's still showing its presence there. But with daylight savings coming even more so, it's just really going to cement the fact that we are definitely heading toward the holidays here in the Christmas season, and the weather just really taking a turn there. So it's going to be interesting. We knew it was coming. It was going to be there. So we just have to adjust. But great to be back here with you guys, and hope you're looking forward to that. I am Sam Crow here with you all. Big Hoss is entertaining tonight. He has some friends. They're trying to get them to join. They did not feel comfortable doing so. So they're going to be spectating and listening tonight. He'll be with us tomorrow night. We have one of our other good friends who should be joining us hopefully this weekend as well. You guys hopefully remember all Boo Boo. She's been absent for a while. She's hoping to jump back in this weekend. So we'll have that going for you guys. And, of course, the entertainment never stops. We got a lot of great things coming up for you all, which we'll share a couple announcements. As you all know, we get started here. Just to touch base. Remember, a reminder, of course, as always, check us out on Linktree. Our Linktree is there. Linktree.com/J_J Production Studios. All of the social media accounts that we have are there. You can follow us, as well as all the streaming services where you can get your favorite episodes of our podcast, and wherever you get your podcast, located there as well. Keep up to date there. We want to mention this. I'll mention this first. A reminder, too, we are going to circulate this again probably, I would say, over the weekend here. We have that signed photo from Miranda Maverick that we want to use as a giveaway for the holiday season, which is coming up in December. We will post that and stream that all over social media. If you guys see that and you want to have a chance to have an entry in there, all you have to do is you can like, comment, repost, share it, anything you can do to let us know that you've seen the photo. We will count that as an entry for a drawing to give that away, which we will do probably sometime in December. We're going to do that for the holidays when we start our Christmas specials coming up. So make sure you keep your eyes out for that. We're going to circulate that a few more times. We want to give you guys the opportunity to cash in on that, have the ability to enter the drawing if you haven't already. There's a few people that have, so you guys are counted if you are listening there too. If you already entered, we have you noted down. So we want to get a few more. We want to make it a little bit more competitive before we actually announce the winner and give that away. But that's coming up, and time will wind down pretty quickly. So if you want in on that, don't hesitate and don't wait today. Jump in there and have a good time with that. We can't wait to see who wins that. It's always fun to have something good. We'll have something planned for the new year too. We're going to do something special as we are speed rushing to the end of 2023. We are coming into 2024 in just a couple of short months, and as you guys know, it's definitely been a year for us. We're really excited. We've had some great shows. We have some great opportunities. Looking forward to some growth next year. We're going to play with some more ideas. We'll see what we can come up with. Hopefully you guys are just as excited as we are. It's going to be incredible. You never know what's going to happen. We do have some special guests we're working on. You guys know we mentioned that, I think, recently. We're hoping to have Miranda back on the show. I know she's busy right now, so we're going to see if we can make that happen, which will be really great. Maybe towards the end of the year, we will have something special there laid out. So if you guys want an opportunity for that, you can check that out. It's going to be incredible. It's been awesome having her on. She's been on here a few times. We're definitely going to have Mr. J back on the show when he's free. We had such a great time last time. It was so long overdue, and I gotta say, it was worth the wait. It was hard not having the ability to have done this about it, last year, but things happen, and we adjusted to it, and we worked it all. It all worked out, and it was a true pleasure. And again, if you missed that episode, go back and check it out. It was absolutely incredible. And we loved it, and we love having him there, and we can't wait to have him back on the show to have more fun. So really great opportunity. And it turned out, and you can't really script that kind of thing. You really can't. It was one of those, the show kind of writes itself, and we like to have fun with that. You don't know what's going to happen, why it's going to happen, all that fun stuff. So yeah, just you got to check it out. If you haven't already, please do so. You'll enjoy it. Just sending out a note to anybody who's listening live. Welcome. There we go. Let's see, what other things do we have? I don't think we have too much else. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back. It's kind of brain farting since we talked last week, and we really didn't do much. We may have a bonus episode for you guys. We talked about we didn't get a chance to do it last weekend. We're looking at doing another episode of the review show for you guys, which might be out later this weekend, so keep your eyes out and ears open for that. It's a lot of fun. We got a special one planned for you all, which I'll mention a bit more later in detail if you didn't catch that update. We announced that before, so we're hoping to set that up and do it this weekend, so a bonus episode that you guys can enjoy. We are still working on setting up our scheduling so that we can have regular episodes come out throughout the course of the week. We're trying to find times when we can do that, as well as trying to, just cycle through everything. And we're still working to get that situated. We are getting there, but keep yourselves posted and stay tuned, because we're going to have some great content coming out. I got an episode of the sports show out this past week, which had a lot of great feedback there. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We'll have more of that, as well as getting back to the ASMR nighttime sleep, the game corner we want to get going again, and of course the Law and Justice show, which I'm working on that. We're going to have some new episodes coming out there as well, amongst others. So plenty of things in the fire. It's just a matter of timing, getting it all down, and making it work. So stay tuned for that, though. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. And I think that's everything that we have for announcements that I can think of. So let's jump in here. Just kind of kicking back and chilling tonight. And, again, it's funny when you get these unseasonably warm days, and it doesn't feel like, it teases you with the summer vibe, even though it's not. And it kind of felt odd. I've been wearing shorts the last couple of days, especially, obviously in the afternoons. In the early mornings it's still cold out, but it just kind of feels out of place, out of sync. It's not, it just doesn't seem to blend well, which, is strange. And I can't remember the last time, in all honesty, when we had such nice weather this late into the year, especially, again, as daylight savings is just around the corner. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but it's and I've said this too. I think it's going to transition to, we're going to have a pretty brutal winter this year. I just feel like we're due for it. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen. So I think we're definitely in for big surprise. A lot of snow, maybe cold, not sure. I hate to say it, and I'm not saying it to jinx anything, but it's just one of those type of deals. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens there. But and again, once Halloween we get through here in just a few more days, obviously Thanksgiving comes up next month, but Christmas is coming. It's really coming quickly. It's hard to believe that, I should say it is and it isn't. We go through this times every year where, I don't know, maybe it's because the days get shorter. Maybe that's why it feels like time rushes quicker. I'm not sure. But it's just interesting when we have these seasonal changes, and they're always different. As much as we know it's the same time every year, there's always something different about it, and this year is no different as well. No pun intended. To be repetitive there, but a lot of things that you adjust to, and from transitioning, like we talked about, going back to school for a lot of kids after summertime, to getting things ready for fall, to maybe you have a pool that you close down over the summer, that is your kind of the yearly deal, and whatever the case may be, it's kind of that pattern of natural order that is going to happen. So whatever the case may be, it's just one of those, you kind of get into that kind of rhythm, and you kind of, as much as you try to anticipate and expect it, and some of us do that, it's just always hard. And maybe you're at different stages of life, and maybe you have different schedules. Maybe your schedules have changed recently. That always happens to us. We never have everything set in stone like we like. There's always that time coming when we just kind of find a different rhythm, and we find different patterns, that whether it's maybe kids have different schedules, or your spouse maybe perhaps, or something going on in the family, whatever, regardless of reason, and there's obviously always an explanation for it, it just always seems to kind of throw us off a bit. So but it's kind of, we kind of embrace that. I've been doing that myself lately too, because we can't fight things. It's going to happen anyway, right? So you just kind of learn to get in a rhythm. The problem I have is whenever you get busy, and all of us are busy with different things and multiple things going on, is balancing and finding the time to get everything accomplished that you want to do. And that's the thing that I think is the most difficult, where you try very hard to continue and to function normally, and there's so many things, especially as adults, we have so many things going on that causes our calendars just to go berserk and explode, and all that sort of chaos that we have on a day-to-day basis, except for maybe the weekends. But who knows? I mean, a lot of times I feel like whatever you don't have going in the course of a week, you make up on the weekend, or you have extracurriculars, or your children have sports, they have activities, they have all these sorts of things. It just keeps you on your toes. So you really have to get in that some kind of a pattern there. But it's exhausting. It just wears you out, and that's kind of where that comes down to. But I think about it too, and lately I've been thinking about it. It's fun when you have the opportunity to have holiday seasons. Now, as I said, Christmas is probably one of my most favorites. I do enjoy the harvest and the Halloween season, just because it kind of adds a different dynamic, as well as Thanksgiving. But there's just something about the Christmas season, which you guys are going to hear. We're going to go nuts with that. We're going to be playing Christmas music. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of new tracks are available, because a lot of great songs that we've had, and I'm sure a lot more. It's a perfect time of year to create new albums and new tracks for a lot of artists that work hard regularly. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an adventure. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, I don't know. It really kind of adds a unique twist on that, which, maybe, I don't know if it's something that we notice as we get older, or when we're young. And I know I still have that same feelings I had when I was younger, but the dynamics are the same. But the features are different, and I'm at a different stage and different phase. So I guess there's a little bit of adapting and adjusting to it. But it's always just interesting when you have that ability to find some positives there, and find some things that bring some cheer and some joy for you. And I've heard it said, and we've said this many times, but a lot of people have a unique twist on taking a silver lining approach. And by that I mean, always trying to find the positives, even when you're having a rough time, or just things aren't working out. Just trying to find ways to stay positive, and just try to make the most out of life there, which I think should be a striving point for anybody. But it's hard. It really is. And whatever the case may be, whatever stage you're at there, and like I said, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak from my point there. But it's just one of those, you kind of try to always have a positive outlook somewhere, no matter where you do it, even if it's a small one. But it's always difficult. It's always hard. So, but anyway, enough of the bleak outlook of things there. Let's get back to this. We're going to talk about, I want to share some thoughts here for, again, it's funny to mention how quickly Halloween's coming up. Been going on a monster movie binge, or a horror binge, and we'll probably continue that tonight. We do have The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon to watch, which I have not watched the final 2 episodes for the season finale, but that's on tap for this weekend. A couple other scary movies left. I try to cycle through them every year, but there's just so many of them, and there's so many new ones that are out there, and a couple new ones, like I want to see The Nun 2. I haven't seen it yet, waiting for it to come down in price a little bit. That's going to be, I'm looking forward to that, just to kind of see how the continuation of the Conjuring franchise goes on, and I've read some reviews on it. I do know how it ends. I'm one of those, I like to read the spoiler, which I know. What are you thinking, Sam? Why do you do that? Well, natural curiosity for one, and number 2, I still want to watch it, because reading something and actually seeing it, 2 entirely different things. So there is that, but it's always hard. I mean, I pick always the fan favorite. Halloween is always one that we watch every year. We just actually finished the main series, as well as the Rob Zombie version. If you guys haven't seen that, maybe you have. I don't want to spoil too much. Quite a bit different and than the usual series for that, but has an interesting some takes, and I enjoy it just from a storytelling background. So it really has a unique I'm trying to think how to explain it. It takes a unique dive further into the Michael Myers fantasy to kind of give some insights there. Now, again, that's not 100% accurate. There's some different things and so forth, but it still gives a very interesting outlook on it. So, highly recommend if you haven't watched that series. Check it out. It's one of those you can't help but watch over and over. It's just kind of that good. At least in the later, mid to later ones. The earlier ones, not as. I guess it depends on your take on it. But if you're a horror movie binge fan lover, you will love it for sure. If you guys want to send this in, I'd love to get some more ideas for some movies. If you have a favorite, share with us. I'd love to hear that because I'm always scouting the globe and searching on different streaming services to try to find new movies, and not so much the newer, like, I mean, I found a couple that were more newer age here coming up that weren't terrible, but ones that are kind of maybe different, maybe older versions I haven't thought about, and I know that I could go back and I've tried to sift through them all. There's just too many, but that's a favorite there. There's been a couple good shows too, but that's kind of really what I celebrate getting the binge for the Halloween spirit. But a lot of people have been out decorating. I can't tell you how many houses that we've passed that have really gotten into the Halloween decorating theme, which is awesome in some regards. Then of course you ask that question of the blow-ups that are outside, the ones that they also have the big, all this. I can't even tell you. Like, it's incredible. I mean, it's fun, but I'm glad someone else does it because I sure really would not want to do it. Not to where I have to take it down all the time. I've had some people say, we've been meaning to decorate, we haven't yet. Haven't had time to do it and crawl through and get all the decorations out. And for me, it's kind of like, I get it, because really, honestly, the point of it is at this stage, unless you plan to leave it up, and some people do into November, it's the difficult part. Anytime you set something up, it takes all that work, all that time, all that effort, and it looks great and it's wonderful. But just as quickly as it goes up, it's time to take it down. It's kind of like, I've shared this before, and I'll share this with you guys in case you're new and haven't heard this before. We do that every year for Christmas. I always try to keep the Christmas lights out as long as feasibly possible because we just enjoy them. Now, the tree usually stays up at least until New Year's, maybe longer. I feel like last year it was longer because we didn't have time or thought about taking it down. It's the whole project of, I don't want to take it down. So, but we do leave the lights out, especially through the wintertime, just because also not really much point unless we get a really good warm day to take them down. You know, it's going to be cold and snowy and all that kind of stuff. So we're actually going to get the lights up earlier this year while it's nice and the temperatures have been great and everything to kind of help solidify things there. But yeah, so it's great. I love seeing people decorate it, and if you're a fan of that, doing that, go for it and send us some shots. We'd love to see what your house looks like. I think they say less is more, but especially in Christmas time, you can never have enough lights. Just my opinion, or decorations, but I'd really love to do more, but I get backlash for that, so still fighting that battle. I'm not throwing in the towel just yet, but it's kind of going back and forth, so we'll see what happens there. Let's take a break here, you guys. Let's pause our fire. I got so many tabs open there. You hate that? Like, you're multitasking, you have all these tabs, you click the wrong one. I found it. There it is. Take a short pause. Let's get some Halloween tracks going. Let's get us in the mood here to celebrate during this time, because we are getting that much closer. We're going to keep these going through the end of the month, and then we'll see. I'm not sure if we'll get any Thanksgiving tracks. We're going to try that, because we're going to switch gears, obviously, coming up now very soon. So let's enjoy these while we can. Play what we got for you guys. Hopefully you love them. I love hearing them as well. They're absolutely fantastic. So we'll take a short pause. Plenty more to come here. We'll dive into some more Halloween stuff, and we'll see what we got going on. See what's going on around the world and what people are planning, doing. I'm curious to look up too what the top movies were this past year, especially because there were some new ones that came out, as you guys know. I mentioned The Nun too. I think there's a couple other. The Exorcist Believers is another one, I think is that title. I really want to see that one as well. We'll see what kind of ones hit the box office, which were big hits this year, maybe what ones were not. And I know everybody has those opinions, which to each his own. That's fair enough. And we don't all have to like the same ones, but give it a try. You know, don't knock it until you do, at least. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But what's the harm in trying, right? Let's see what we got going on here. Stick around for more here at the What's Up Bro podcast show for your Friday night to kick off the weekend. Of course, we'll be here tomorrow as well, and maybe a bonus episode this weekend. When will that be? Stay tuned. You'll have to wait and see. Hope you guys are looking forward to a very spooktacular Halloween coming up. Just 4 days away. Can you believe it? 4 more days. I'm going to try to do what I can to cram in the Halloween I like this weekend, because you just got to. I know it's going to be hard, but got to do it. So if you're trying to cram in the last-minute Halloween stuff, do it. Do it now. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Just do it. And don't forget to come back after this short break for more on the show. See you shortly. Don't go away.
Hey audio fans, are you looking for fun and excitement? Have you been searching for that special show? You know, the one complete package you want in a podcast? Then check out the What's Up Bro podcast show. and experience what true entertainment is all about. Stay tuned and don't miss the action. Available on your favorite streaming services, including YouTube. Thank you for all your support. And as always, we'll see you at the show.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Break time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
Welcome back, guys. Or if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the What's Up Bro podcast show, brought to you by the one and only J&J Production Studios, your one true home for entertainment. We do it all, essentially. We are working toward becoming fully functional and dependent upon a multi-facade of different genres for entertainment. There it is. I couldn't think of the word. There's your mouthful of words for the evening. That's a college mind at work there. So glad to be here with you. It's Friday night. We're hanging out, kicking it back old school. Let's get our fire going since we're here. I always forget to do that right away. There we go. Get ready for Halloween. Halloween is right at the doorsteps, right after this weekend, believe it or not. It's incredible, actually, because we've been talking about this. We started early, and the wrong thing. I'm multitasking here. Sorry. Got to start on this and figure it's kind of hard to feel like we're getting into the spirit of Halloween. Let's see if I can type here. There we go. And it's really just flown by so quickly that here we are at the end of the month and already talking about. My family has Thanksgiving and prepping for that, and it's a whole thing. So, definitely funny how time flies that way. So, if you know, you probably all know what we're talking about, but if you don't, I'm sure you'll learn it pretty quickly. So, definitely one for the record books for sure. So, I'm looking up. So, this is interesting. So, I'm not sure. Let's see. We can look at this here. This is an editorial on RottenTomatoes.com. Very reputable and very great site for this. So let's look at best horror movies of 2023 ranked. I'm just gonna read this a little bit, but Let's see how many are on here. Some of these I'm familiar with, some of these I'm not. I'm curious to see. So this is the top. What did we say? What did we say it was the top? How many do we have on here? My lord. Let's see. Wait a minute. There's 88 on here. Interesting. Alright, let's go back and let's see. So this is ranked. I don't know if this is ranked from best to worst. I'm going to venture to guess it is. Now, I'm not going to get too much into detail and spoilers. You guys can check these out if you want to as well. Let's see how long these synopses are. We may read just a... Oh, this is going to open up a whole new link, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Let's just go over titles and we'll talk about it. Maybe some of these we'll read, some of the more prominent ones. We'll try to get through these, though, because this is a big list. Now, this is according, again, Best Horror Movies of 2023, according to, this is an article from RottenTomatoes.com. This is the list that was compiled here, so always look for that, and I trust them on that, their viewpoints for that. So here we go. I'm assuming this is rated, let's just see if it says, actually, I really should read this and see. Yeah, I believe it's ranked from their top pick from worst to first to worst, I think, kind of thing. At number 1 with a rating of 97% Rotten Tomatoes, Husera, the Bone Woman. A bone-chilling body horror offers genre fans a twisted take on what to expect when you're expecting. Oh, that ought to be interesting. So if that's your thing, go check it out. Yeah. Again, since it's a longer list, we won't get too much into it, but we'll just kind of skim these and give you the idea. Some more prominent ones we will share. Some of these I've heard of, so we'll talk about those. Number 2 is Attachment, a possession thriller that knows the devil's in the details. Attachment scares some fresh angles out of a well-worn horror subgenre. Interesting. Check that out. I haven't heard of that one. That's at 95%. 94%, Talk to Me. And number 3, 94% rated. With a gripping story and impressive practical effects, Talk to Me spins a terrifically creepy 21st century horror yarn built on classic foundations. Interesting. Number 4, and this is one I have heard of, I want to watch this, Megan, at a 93% rating. This looks pretty interesting. I think it's from Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. Unapologetically silly and all the more entertaining for it, Megan is the rare horror comedy that delivers chuckles as effortlessly as chills. And just to give you a little idea, it's kind of similar to Chucky in a manner of speaking, except it's AI and more intelligent for that one. But I guess that's the best way to describe it if you guys want a more accurate picture. So there you go. Check that out. Available for streaming as well. Kind of want to sift through these. I don't know if I want to go all of them, because I haven't heard about a lot of these. Evil Dead Rise comes at number 13. I heard of this one, offering just about everything longtime fans could hope for while still managing to carry the franchise forward. Evil Dead Rise is all kinds of groovy. Check that out. I've heard of that one. 84% rating. Let's see. Here's another favorite. This ranks at number 19 as a 79% Rotten Tomatoes rating. Saw 10. This is the new film of the Saw franchise. Led by a franchise best performance from Tobin Bell, Saw at 10 reinvigorates the series with an installment that has a surprising amount of heart to go with all the gore. Let's see if I can pull up I want to read more about this, because this is one I've seen most of the series, so let me see if I can I mute this? I don't want to play this on the air. Let's put this off. I'm going to just have the trailer play so I can see it come back, but just so we don't have any issues, any kind of copyright, we're going to leave the volume off, and I'll read the synopsis. I'm just starting commercials, going to wait for it. Here we go. I want to just kind of get an accurate picture, because every Saw movie is different. If you're a Saw fan, you know exactly what we're talking about, so let's see. I feel like I've seen part of this, but let's see what this trailer is. Some of them don't disappoint, and some of them are disappointing, so if you want to check it out, I know it's available. Saw 10, check out the trailer. I'm just kind of watching a glimpse of this. See how much detail it gives me. Let's see, is this a European adventure? It looks like it could be. You will read the synopsis because I'm curious. I think is that him? Now, you guys might have to refresh me. If you want to send messages, let us know too. But I feel like, I thought the Jigsaw Killer, I thought he had like a rare tumor or something in his brain that he was going to die. So My, Tobin Bell is looking old. He's gotten older. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, it's a Lionsgate picture, naturally. How many victims are we looking at here? Let's see. We got quite a few, actually. This ought to be interesting. As you guys know, too, if you're a familiar watcher, the Saw series always features victims that have a chance to try to live. They play a sinister round of games that they could live, they might not. It just depends on how you play. So it looks like it's the same kind of basic setup here. This ought to be interesting. Let's see. Who will live and who will not? Yeah, some of those were really good. The early ones were good. Even some of the middle ones were not bad either. John Kramer, that was his name. Couldn't think of the name. Let's see what we got. That's definitely different. Some classic twist to some of the torture methods that were there. Eesh. Interesting. Now, I'm not sure. Based on this, it sounds like this could be a finale. I don't know, and I haven't read up much on the Jigsaw series, but you guys will have to let me know, too, if you're a big fan. So, that's definitely interesting. Alright. Well, there you have that. Let's see what the synopsis says, because usually that, I don't know if you want to read audience reviews. Is there not a description here? I thought there was. Maybe not. Audience score 89%. Alright, what to know? Oh, here it is. John Kramer, Tobin Bell, is back. The most chilling installment of the Saw franchise yet explores the untold chapter of Jigsaw's most personal game. Set between the events of Saw 1 and 2. Okay, so it's going backwards then. A sick and desperate John travels to Mexico for a risky and experimental medical procedure in hopes of a miracle cure for his cancer. Only to discover the entire operation is a scam to defraud the most vulnerable. Armed with a newfound purpose, John returns to his work, turning the tables on the con artist in his signature visceral way through a series of ingenious and terrifying traps. Alright, so it does go back a little bit. That's interesting. Okay. Yes, and Amanda Young comes back. She was the young protege that he had there as well. Awesome. Alright, let's go back. Make sure I don't click open the wrong thing. Saw 10. Oh, another Scream. Scream 6. Number 20 comes in at 76% rating. Do we want to read that one? Why not? I've seen the series. We can watch. I should tell Miss Liza we should watch a Scream movie tonight. Let's see. Synopsis: following the latest Ghostface killings, the 4 survivors leave Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter. I haven't. Handy Penny. Oh, she's in there. I have not watched this in a while. Sorry, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. It's kind of hard. Let's see what else we have. Any other favorites? Again, some of these I've heard of, some of them not. I'm not sure. I think this is an overall rating of best to worst, but I could be wrong. And again, just for time's sake, we're trying to run through these here. Let me see. Oh, Renfield. I've seen this movie. This is with Nicolas Cage. Although it fails to take full advantage of its... Okay, that's... I don't know. Let's see. Oh, only at 58%. That's pretty low. It's ranked at 59. Alright, we're going to keep going then. That's interesting. You can find that streaming anywhere. That's pretty much out there. Oh, The Nun 2 did make this list. 65%. Oh, we gotta read this. We gotta read this story here. Gotta do it. 52%. Man, it did not get as high a score as I thought, but let's see what the average. Some of the reading. Okay. 1956, France. A priest is murdered and evil is spreading. The sequel to the worldwide smash hit follows Sister Irene as she once again comes face to face with Velak, the demon nun. And I believe that was the first 52, so this is like 4 years later. So that is interesting. Alright. Alright, let's go back. So it might give you guys an idea to update your movie list if you haven't already. So, doesn't mean you have to watch all of these, just an idea. And this is based off of this year. You can go back to some classics that might not make it on this list, but check some of these out. Oh, we got a Netflix couple on here. I have not heard of a lot of these, which is weird. Insidious is here, The Red Door, 76, 30%. Not a great rating, but alright. So here's one I want to read about, and this is one I've wanted to watch, and it came on at number 84 at 22%, The Exorcist Believer. I mentioned that at the start of the show tonight, and I want to see why it came in so low, because points trying to make okay. Since the death of his pregnant wife in a Haitian earthquake 12 years ago, Victor Fielding, Tony winner, and Oscar nominee Leslie Odom Jr. One night in Miami, Hamilton has raised their daughter, Angela, Lydia Jewett, good girls, on his own. But when Angela and her friend Catherine, newcomer Olivia Markham, disappear in the woods, only to return 3 days later with no memory of what happened to them, it unleashes a chain of events that will force Victor to confront the nadir of evil and, in his terror and desperation, seek out the only person alive who has witnessed anything like it before. Chris McNeil. Interesting. Oh, she's back. Ellen Burst. How about that? Have to check it out. Let's see. Are these critical responses? I'm not sure. Didn't score really high, but I would say don't knock it. Check it out anyway. Again, you can't. At least you could do is cross it off your bucket list for your horror films for the night, or for the month. So. And then figure out something for next year too. So that's always a possibility. But there you have it. There's some list ideas. There's quite a few others on there, but again, not ones that I've heard of very often and frequent. So I don't want to take too much time reading up all of those. You can do some research yourselves and find what works for you. But excuse me, stick to the classics too. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can really, I always say, look for movies that have multiple films to it, like the Conjuring series, multiple films, Halloween, multiple films, Saw, multiple films, Scream if you want, multiple films if you count that in there. There's a few other ones too I can't think off the top of my head, but do that one. Do like a monster movie marathon and really get into the groove. And if you want to be daring, I still got to get Miss Eliza at least once for this. Try doing it with the lights off at night. Wait till you have a loved one that falls asleep, and then really just go to town and scare the living daylight, scare the shit out of them, and just go nuts. But only do it once. Don't do it all the time, please. Don't make too cruel about it. You know, it's fun to have fun and have scares, but yeah. So anyway, again, do as I say, not as I do. But try to just use your discretion there. And I do preface this by saying we don't back endorse anything like that. We suggest it, but if you do that and it goes wrong, please don't blame us. That's for sure. Okay. So I know it's all fun and games, but let's just be mindful because things can get out of hand pretty quickly, and we don't want anybody to get hurt, especially. So just an aforementioned word there, just so you guys have that and are aware of that and so forth. Anyway, let's continue on here. Actually, I think we're going to take another break here. Let's do that now, in fact. Let me stop the fire here. We got plenty more of the show yet to come. The night is not quite over yet. We'll go just a little bit yet, but I want to give you guys a chance. If you haven't had a bathroom break yet, and I know I haven't, need a drink and some kind of snack or something. So take some time. We'll do that. Might play an extra track or two. I think we have a couple extra for Halloween we can put out there. Yeah, actually, I think we do. We'll see what we got. We'll try a couple of these, but we'll play. I know I have a few more we can play before we wrap up here too for the evening. So let's do that now. And if you're listening to this pre-recorded, you can always pause if you want to, but we always leave plenty of time so that you're not rushing. You don't want to miss an exciting moment of the show because you just don't. Plain and simple. Do I have to explain it? I mean, really? You shouldn't have to, but I'm just kidding. At any rate, we always give everybody plenty of time, so don't feel like you have to rush. I just want to make sure I play the right section. Here we go. That's where we are. All right. So take a break. Stay tuned for more, you guys. Go stretch, take a bit of a walk there, get the cobwebs out of your legs there. We'll come back for more here at the show in just a few moments. Hope you guys are going to have a happy Halloween. This will probably be we're probably going to do our special tomorrow night. We'll have our spooktacular special to cap off the Halloween celebration, since Halloween is earlier this week and not on the weekend. So we're probably going to do that tomorrow night to cap it off. And then by the time we start next show next weekend, we'll begin our Thanksgiving specials. We're going to have to do some work to see if we can get some new tracks. I'm not sure what a Thanksgiving song sounds like, but I'm sure we'll find something. If we don't, we'll go back to our original tracks either way. And then we'll begin to prepare for Christmas coming up, which is going to be incredible as well. So, stick around. Don't go away. The night's not over. It's still young yet, and you don't want to miss the exciting conclusion. So, I hope you guys will be back shortly. I'm going to get a drink, take a quick bathroom break, come back. I'll be here. I hope you'll come join me. I'll see you shortly. Don't go away. I'll miss you all if you do. If you fall asleep, that's fine. Everybody's tired, so if we can help put you to sleep, that's part of what we do here. But try to stick with it, just for a little bit yet. You won't be disappointed. I can promise you that. Stay tuned. See you shortly. Hang tight. Be right back.
Hey there, do you love podcasts? Are you having difficulty finding the right ones to listen to? Is it frustrating when you're trying to pick that show? You know, the one where everyone must collectively agree on? Like finding a good movie or TV show to watch, do you look for the most jam-packed entertainment that's possible to find in a single episode every week? Then search no more, and welcome to J&J Production Studios. It's our business to provide the best entertainment and information available for you. Whether you're sitting in that comfy chair with your favorite snack and beverage listening live each week, or downloading your favorite show episodes to take with you on the go while you're at work, exercising, or even just to play at night for you to fall asleep to. There's something for everyone, no matter what size, shape, or age you are. Visit www.linktree.com/J_J Production Studios to find all the streaming services where our podcast shows can be found. You can also connect with us on your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook and Twitter. You can join our public Discord server and chat directly with us. But wait, there's more. You can subscribe to our official YouTube channel and be notified every time a new show is broadcast. Wish you could have some studio souvenirs or collectibles? Guess what? You can. Visit the official store where you can purchase items featuring your favorite podcast and show hosts. Would you like to help support us? You can do that by getting your very own exclusive membership on our Patreon account. All proceeds go to help us upgrade our shows, which will only enhance the entertainment provided to you. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you as an audience. Your love and support are always appreciated. We'll see you soon.
We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back to the show with more in just a moment. Please stay tuned. time is over. We're so glad you stayed tuned. Now back to the action as the show is set to resume.
Welcome back, guys. Hope that was enough of a bathroom break for y'all and get a chance to wet your whistle with a bit of a drink and maybe a snack even. We don't have Big Hoss to encourage us to snack tonight, but I'm sure it would have been something awesome and fantastic. It usually always is. So hopefully you guys had a chance to enjoy your snackage as well, and hopefully had a chance. I know it wasn't probably, again, I had other ideas we were going to do if we had more folks here tonight, but we tried to do our best. But I wanted to keep you guys at least a chance to relax and kick back and really just, have an ability to really start ringing in the weekend. And that's why I said it's kind of strange because we did take off last weekend, and it was worth it though. Again, the show was great. Please check it out if you haven't already. Maybe you did, but go listen to it again because that was just really awesome time that we can't wait till we can do it again. So, but we love hanging out with you guys on the weekends, and we hope you guys enjoy just as much. This is probably the highlight for us for every week that we look forward to. And we work hard to try and give the best that we possibly can as far as entertainment value. We're working hard to put together a great set list for some new guests coming on, some old favorites, things like that. And it has worked some this year. We're still learning, still getting in the groove of everything. And it's just one of those, we're still seeing what we can do, but so far it's been great. It's been encouraging. We're looking forward to it. Hope you guys are as well. Hopefully you will continue on this journey with us. We have loved it so far. We loved all of you guys from the moment you've been here with us to since we started, to looking forward to the future, what's coming up, and we hope that it won't be any different than it is now. So continue this ride with us. Tell your friends, tell your family, spread the word. We got a lot of great things coming that is really going to be something special, something that we can all do and we can have together, we can grow, and just make it a good time. That's really what it boils down to. We hope you look forward to that. And we say it a lot, and you're going to hear us say this many, many times, but we do value each and every one of you. We appreciate you all. It's been great. It's been wonderful to see numbers trend. Even when we think we don't have a chance at all to grow and do it, you guys just continue to surprise us, and it means the world to us, and really just gives us encouragement to have that ability to see the fruits of our labor and the work that we put into it. And again, it's not always much. It's not... maybe more so than others. I mean, we put a lot of work into it up to the early parts when we got started, and maybe it's not quite where we feel it is. I don't know. It's hard to say from this perspective because we're always the ones doing the work, putting it in, and trying to create new ideas. So maybe for you guys it is. Maybe it's not. Please let us know. Feel free. We always take great feedback there. But we just hope that it's been a really growing thing for you guys, something that can help you at the very least take some time off your mind and allow you to sit back and relax, that sort of thing. So come back for more. We hope you will, and we of course will always be here because we love what we do. And we've always said it. We said it during my interview with Dini a couple times, even if it's just one or two. We want to make a statement. We want to be us. We want to give you guys fun entertainment, but as well as an opportunity to also have some good insights, because I feel like that's important, that a lot of us don't get that on a general basis. So if we can provide that just for a few of you, we'll take it. It's still a win in our book. To others it might seem like a failure, but to us, there really is no such thing. So we are going to continue to work hard at it no matter what, and we just hope that you will be with us through it all, and we continue to grow and become a really huge community of family members, friends. We're all in this journey together. So please, by all means, hopefully you'll come back around for more. And yeah, I guess that's enough said there. It makes the point across, right? And believe it or not, that's going to take us to the end of our night. Again, I tried to make as much as possible for that. I love hanging out with you guys, and can't wait to do it tomorrow night. We might actually, if we have everybody involved tomorrow, we may do a game corner, just a FYI for you all. We look forward to that. Hope you guys will join us there. But if you want to hear that more, come back tomorrow night there. Same time and same channel. You all know the drill. We don't go very far. Hope you come back and be with us here. But we will play some great games if we have everybody involved tomorrow night, just to kind of mix it up a little bit as well. But you'll have to come back and have to see what happens. You won't know until you show up. So please be back here tomorrow night. We'll see you guys very soon. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for spending that time with me and allowing us to spend that time with you. And we look forward to more. We hope you guys do as well. Again, I can promise you plenty more things are coming up, surprises. One announcement we didn't share, we'll share it briefly. You guys know, you may have heard before, we are working on the website. That's going to be coming out hopefully soon. All of that stuff and more. Plenty of things to go. You don't want to miss out on that. So, come on back. Stay tuned. Come hang out with us. Come party with us. We love you guys so much. Appreciate you all more than you will ever know. And we hope the feeling is mutual, at least to some regard. Maybe not quite as much as high esteem we hold you guys, but at least if it's high enough that you feel something toward us, we'd really appreciate that and love you all as well. And of course, check out our good partners and friends at Ragnarok Radio Inc., the Sanitarium Show, Mr. J Show. New episodes coming out soon. We'll have Mr. J back here as well. More fun and adventure, and who knows what kind of craziness can happen. It's always a party here, so come find out what that'll be. We don't know. Hopefully you do. We'll have to see. So either way, it's always a good time. Hope you guys have a great Friday night and a great Saturday. Enjoy your day, whatever you choose to do. Come back tomorrow night. We'll see you guys at the show, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, as always, for more fun, entertainment. You never know what's going to come up next. We just hope that you will join us. And, of course, as always, Mr. Fire. Hopefully we'll have Mr. Fire back soon. We've not heard from him. Hopefully he's well. And if you're listening to this, my friend, hope we have you back soon. We miss you. We care about you. And we hope to reconnect soon. But as Big Hoss always says for you guys, don't drink and drive. You can have a great time, party hardy, but be responsible. Please do not get any accidents. And, of course, for me, I didn't say this last time, and I apologize. I realized after we were off the air, but please be happy, be healthy, and be safe. I may have said that at one point when we started the show, but I always mean that. I don't mean to miss it, but so many things going on, and it was just a crazy fun time. Sometimes some things get lost under the radar, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart in all sincerity. Take care of yourselves because it's a bad time out there. We're getting into cold and flu season. COVID is still out there. It's just a mess. So stay tuned, though, and come back for more. We love you guys so much. We'll see you all soon. Good night and goodbye for now. But, of course, and as always, you guys know the drill, but I always like to say it. Until next time, when we see you at the show.
Thank you for listening to the What's Up Bro show. Catch all the latest live action on your favorite podcast streaming services, including Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more. You can also check out episodes on the studio's official YouTube channel. Subscribe and become a member today. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you'll know when new content is uploaded. Stay tuned and don't miss a single moment. We love and appreciate all your support. And as always, we will see you at the show.